Tell me one point of difference between Rajamouli's way of working and Madhur's way of working.
There, of course, the film was very visual effects driven. So we would only can about 3 shots a day. We could only do that much because every shot required that kind of prep and that kind of, work. Because also we didn't have any precedent to a film like Bahubali. So we didn't have any reference point. It was literally just, only Rajamouli sir's imagination, and then we had storyboards which we were executing. So the pace was slow, but we were also involved because we just didn't know what we were doing, so we were all very, very engrossed. Madhur sir's film is a lot about kind of finding yourself while performing the character. There it was more technical because it's so visual effects driven. Here it's more about kind of letting those parts of yourself go which you haven't been able to. So for me, this as a process, and that has been that.
Madhur, what do you think about this entire discussion today on the South and the North and Hindi films and South films and Indian cinema? What is your take on this?
Bharati ji, for me, it's basically, I always think it's like Indian cinema for me. And like I know recently Pushpa, RRR, all these films have done very well at the box office, and people said that South cinema is doing well, and definitely for me it's very Indian cinema. I never differentiate between South cinema or Hindi cinema over here. For me it is Indian content, and we watch all kind of cinema. In pandemic also we watch Malayali cinema, Telugu, Tamil, and myself, like I learned with Mr. Ram Gopal Verma. I've been in South for 4 to 5 years myself, in Chennai and Hyderabad, and I've been over there. I've learned my craft over there, my skill over there. So I never differentiate between that. And there's always time, there's a phase come where all kind of, it's not necessarily all South cinema is a hit. It's not necessarily all Hindi cinema is a hit. Okay, there's a phase. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. If you remember, Bharati ji, obviously you've been in the industry for so many years. You've seen there were time when Roja, Bombay, Apu Raja did very well at the box office over here at the same time. Kamal Haasan film, Mani Ratnam sir film did very well at the box office. It's a huge hit at the box office. And if you go to 80s, you remember Pushpak, which came of Kamal Haasan. That was a huge hit at the box office. So always feel that film will be watched. If there's good content, they will definitely watch. And for me, anything is there which is the Indian cinema representation over there. I never differentiate between, it can be Marathi cinema, Gujarati cinema, Telugu or Tamil. For me, it's an Indian cinema. Wherever I go abroad also, I speak the same language. Because it is necessary for हमारे देश में बनी ये पिक्चर, उसकी सराहना होनी चाहिए. वो लैंग्वेज अलग होगा, लेकिन वो मेड इन इंडिया का प्रोडक्ट है, वो जरूरी है.
Has this always been your approach?
Always been my approach.
Because this is very new right
नहीं,
now.
This is new. Now this is new fad, which is like pan India star. These are all certain new jargons which have come now. New fad like it has come. Yeah.
Can I say one thing? The funny part is the OG pan India stars were Shri Devi ma'am, Jaya Prada ma'am, were all these female actors who in the 80s actually did multiple language movies, and that time it was never even noticed that these women were actually working through languages, and the North Indian female actors were going to the South and the South Indian female actors. So it's actually strangely not trying to kind of rub it in, but actually it was already done a long time ago. Just that probably because it didn't rake numbers, or it didn't make the crores, so it didn't make noise.
But have you now got used to the idea that you are an Indian actress, pan-Indian actress?
I realized this when I went to the Cannes Film Festival this year, that we might call ourselves whatever we want to call ourselves, but for the world we are Indian actors.
Indian.
Yeah.
And that's the fact of the matter, and whatever we do, we can't change that. There were so many other Indian films that were showcasing there from different languages, but they were addressing all of them as Indian movies. So I'm like, हम लोग यहाँ पर क्यों झगड़ रहे हैं और हम क्यों यहाँ पर भेदभाव कर रहे हैं जब दुनिया भर को कोई पड़ी नहीं है. So I feel like हम करना भी बंद कर दे तो और मजा आ जाएगा.
That's right. Madhur, there's another fad, because I was doing a study of some internet portals, and somebody who's very experienced in it told me anything, any project, any startup, anything at all which revolves around women is today the most popular. For instance, and you'll get funding for it. But you are a person who started doing films around women long before it became fashionable.
21 years back.
21 years ago again. Cheers for that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so can you tell me what is it about, I understand women are attractive, but what is it that attracted you to women's film?
I don't know. I think I just got my groove post Chandni Bar, and I think so. I made this movie Tri Shakti. We didn't do well at the box office, and I made film catering to what people thought. People said to me कि पहली पिक्चर है तो कमर्शियल होनी चाहिए, उसमें सब एलिमेंट्स होना चाहिए. तो मैंने वो सब एलिमेंट्स डाले पिक्चर में, and it took a toll on me in terms of my career. And I thought कि what sometime in film industry one thing is very commonly people start giving you advice immediately, and which is like कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So and those time was also like that. People wanted to make safe cinema. Like I told somewhere in the interview, I told one producer, sir ये मेरे पास बहुत अच्छा सब्जेक्ट है, इस पे फिल्म बना हुआ, बहुत कमाल का है, मैसेज है, बहुत कमाल को रीच करेगा. तो he said ये बड़ा आर्टी टाइप फिल्म है. Then I said नहीं सर ये बहुत मैसेज भी है. तो he said क्या मैसेज है तुम्हारा, दे दो, मैं SMS कर लेता लोगों को. कितना होगा, 500 रुपया, 600 रुपया, एक रुपया. That time 1 rupee used to be by SMS. WhatsApp was not there. तो सर तुम्हारा क्या मैसेज दे दूं, तुम्हारे मैसेज के लिए मैं 3-3.5 करोड़ की फिल्म नहीं बनाऊंगा. ही सेड कि आपका मैसेज क्या है मेरे को दे दो, मैं सबको व्हाट्सएप कर दूंगा. तो ही लाफ्ड एट मी. आई डिडंट नो व्हाट टू डू. सो व्हेन आई गॉट Tri Shakti, आई लैप्ड टू डू इट. आई सेड चलो यार, कम से कम बेगर्स कांट बी चूजर्स. आई गेटिंग अ ब्रेक. I worked in the industry for so many years as assistant director, and here I'm getting a break. Let me start at least somewhere. And I made film catering to what people told me कि एक्शन बनाओ, लड़की को बिकनी में डालो, अल्ताफ राजा की कवाली डालो, क्लाइमैक्स में चॉपर भी लाओ. वो हर चीज़ मैंने वो किया जो एक एलिमेंट हो. कॉमेडी करो, ये करो. तो मेरे को लगा बिकॉज दे सेड कमर्शियली पिक्चर चल जाएगी ना तो सेट हो जाएगा. So at that point, I thought, and obviously it took toll because my actor status at the box office was very bad. By the time it got released, it took time, 3 years in making. By the time it released, I myself know it not do anything, but ठीक है. And then I said, I want to do one film at least with my own conviction and gut, which Chandni Bar was made. And from that Chandni Bar to Bubbly Bouncer, I'm here in FICCI Frames. It has been a huge journey.
So one question. You have done films with a variety of heroines and you have rarely repeated anybody.
No, ऐसा नहीं है. No, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. I think
Meaning rarely.
No.
Rarely.
I worked with Raveena Tandon in 2 movies. I worked Konkona Sen in 2 movies. गलत है.
Okay, the exception. That's why I said on the whole. Okay, largely. So, please tell me, if I give you the names of different actresses who you worked with, give me one quality about them that is outstanding. Tabu, like
very natural, like, and one person who like basically she stood by me. I mean to see my script for Chandni Bar. And with great conviction, obviously she believed in me blindly, I would say, blindly. Like I shot the movie without monitor because we didn't have the budget of the film. So every time she used to give a shot, she used to look into my eyes, Kaisa? So obviously she used to carry my lingo like, Jhandu ya Jalwa? So I said, Jalwa.
अच्छा जलवा उस टाइम
हाँ उस टाइम से पिक्चर में भी तो डाला है मैंने. झंडू is from Tri Shakti days. Arshad Varsi says Jhandu in that movie. So it's from that time. So she used to say that. I used to tell her नहीं तबू ज़रा मजा नहीं आया 2 चैनल ऊपर.
So sorry, I have one upgrade to Jhandu. It's Jhands now in my team. जब भी कुछ अच्छा नहीं होता मतलब Jhands चल रहा है यहाँ पर.
So Tabu is one person, yeah, definitely like she very real. And she stood by the film and believed in me.
And Raveena Tandon?
Raveena Tandon, another amazing person. I've been a great fan of Raveena Tandon since all her film from Patthar Ke Phool. And I really enjoyed. And today, when people say Satta, her career best film, I really feel proud about it. The way she performed in the film, among the top 10 films of political film, Satta comes in that list. I'm very happy for the performances. And obviously a great friend.
Bipasha Basu, because you made one of your finest films with her,
yeah,
Corporate,
yeah. Amazing. Again, like when I casted Bipasha Basu, so a lot of people told me, she's very glamorous.
Exactly.
And they were wearing suit and all, and she was doing such glamorous film. But again, like I believed in it. A lot of times, kaise she would be, be the corporate woman. But Bipasha Basu's best movie, again, a very professional person and dedicated, very hardworking. And I really, really enjoyed working with Bipasha. And her career best movie is corporate.
Absolutely.
I'm really, really
Absolutely.
happy.
What
Yeah.
about Priyanka Chopra?
Priyanka Chopra, very hardworking, completely. Like she was like, and the best part again, she used to follow me completely. कि ये PC ऐसा चाहिए, ऐसा चाहिए. In fact, these are the memories. Here I shot a fashion movie also. So many shots here on the corridor and all. So I was remembering so many things over here. So great. And I think today Priyanka Chopra has reached globally because of the hard work she is. Absolutely. Like बहुत ही कमाल का उसका वो energy है, zeal है. And that really made her where she is today. Completely.
Kangana?
Kangana Ranaut, again, a brilliant actress. And always she, जो मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ, जो दिल में है, उसकी ज़बान पे है. Completely. Dedicated completely. And she knows exactly, एक बार उसको बोलो समझ जाती है कि ये सुर चाहिए मेरे को. And कमाल है. Really enjoyed working with her also.
Kareena Kapoor.
Kareena Kapoor, मैं क्या बोलूँ, like amazing. One of the another best experience working with her, and we bonded very well during Heroine. And she's also switch off, switch on actress. Like, but that switch off, switch on के बीच में she's magic. Okay. Between cut and action, you just say action, and she will be like completely into that Mahi Arora character. Cut, she becomes Bebo. So there's a certain magic in her while shooting.
And last but not the least, Tamannaah.
Tamannaah Bhatia, yeah. Tamannaah Bhatia के मेरे में क्या बता अभी तो लोगों का दिल जीत लिया है इसने. Tamannaah Bhatia, I think before shooting also we bonded very well. First day of the shoot,
People.
Yeah. She came in my office 3-4 times. We were talking, and she got used to my lingos, and she understood कितना मजा आने वाला है. Madhurism. So great. But she surprised me, really. She surprised me while shooting during the film, dedicated, very dedicated, and she used to come on time. मैं सच्ची बोलता हूँ, time पे आना, बैठना. She used to do rehearsal with my assistant Niranjan, and the diction coach, everything. She was like first day से पहले हम लोग दोनों सोच रहे थे कैसे करेंगे. I said, तू बिंदास रहे, एक बार कैमरे के आगे डाल देगा, everything will be nice. And superb. Again, I think she's not a filmy person. She's very अपने टाइप की सिंपल है. फूडी, हम लोग दोनों फूडी है. खाने के ऊपर टूट पड़ते हम लोग दोनों.
इसलिए 12 रोटी खिलाई है उन्होंने.
फूडी है, मीठा ज्यादा खाती है, ऐसे ही है. और बट मजा आ गया. एंड मुंबईची मुलगी है आमची.
Tamannaah, what did you have to work on? Which area to work in Bubbly Bouncer? I know one thing, that because you're a Mumbai girl who went and did films in the South, you got used to different languages. So I don't know how you coped with it. Maybe you could tell us. And then having to do this Haryanvi accent. Also, along with the accent, look at your performance as well. It has to be not just Zuban Pe, but also the rest of your body language. So what all did you have to work on to do Bubbly Bouncer?
So when I had to approach Tamil and Telugu as languages, I also realized that every day of my life I'll have to wake up and I'll have to speak a language that is not my mother tongue or not something I'm exposed to. So I decided to learn Tamil and Telugu, and then I spent 5 years learning,
so can you
both
speak
the languages.
Tamil theriyuma?
Tamil theriyum. Oh, neenga Tamila?
Konja theriyum.
Oh, appadingla? Okay. Telugulo evaru Telugu ikkada? Oh, meer Hyderabad nuncha. Okay. ఇక్కడ ఫికీ ఫ్రేమ్స్లో నన్ను పిలిచినందుకు చాలా చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. మీరు ఇంతసేపు మేమిద్దరు మాట్లాడిన విషయాలు ఇంత ఆదరంగా చూస్తున్నారంటే, వింటున్నారంటే నేను చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉన్నాను.
And then mastering Haryanvi, then
अगर मैंने कुछ गलत भी बोला तो किसी को नहीं पता चलेगा except for that man. I love that most of the times half the people who don't know may never know really, which is great. No, I'm messing around.
Haryanvi भी हो जाए.
वही बोलना डायलॉग
बापू
वाला.
Bhaise ki pappi is my favorite, but that's not a dialogue.
बापू को वचन ना दिया हो
बापू को वचन ना दिया होता ना कि कदे किसी ने ना कूटूंगी, ये बात हाथ तोड़ के भी बोल सके थी, फिलहाल हाथ जोड़ के बोल रही हूँ, छोरी ने बाइज्जत मेरे हवाले कर दो.
Nice, nice. And this was really nice, actually, that you have a woman saving a woman.
Yeah.
You know, that was really nice, actually.
That was refreshing.
Yeah, that was really refreshing.
We do that sometimes. But the fact remains, that's what I did with Haryanvi also. I realized I need to spend some time hearing the language. So I spent 1 month just listening to videos which were humor-based videos. So I used to just YouTube and watch different people who I thought were good and who understood humor, because then I realized that apart from the language, Haryanvi people have an innate sense of humor and they're very self-assured as people. I have my bhabis Haryanvi, I have friends who are Haryanvi. They all have this very dry humor running. They'll always be having the last laugh, and they'll always be cracking up some joke which is very like subtle and with a poker face. So that's something I unanimously saw happening, and I feel like that has helped us to make this film primarily a humorous film, because humor's always been a very male thing. It's a male gene. It's not exactly what women do. Not many films in the recent past have been made
Action and humor.
with action and humor for a female protagonist. So yeah, but that prep was 2 months, and I spent a lot of time because I wanted that to go on autopilot. Like, I didn't want to work on my diction on the location, because it's a sync sound film, so I don't have the luxury of redubbing everything. I think what was mostly dubbed was my burping shots, because I'm still working on my burping skills. Haven't yet achieved that loud burp that I would like to do. Bubbly burps better than Tamannaah does. So yeah, that's वो एक फीलिंग रह गई मुझ में. बट बुलेट सीखना पड़ा, बुलेट बाइक सीखनी पड़ी, और मुझे साइकिल भी नहीं चलाने आती. पर जो मैंने वक्त बिताया, बिकॉज सर ने बोला नहीं आपको सच्ची में राइड करना पड़ेगा एंड वी नीड दो शॉट्स, सो आई वाज लाइक ठीक है. और मुझे थोड़ा डर भी लगता है, तो आई हैड टू ओवरकम दैट फियर एंड हैड टू लाइक गो फॉर इट. Another thing was I had to start lifting a lot of weights, because essentially I'm a petite girl, but I had to not just look bigger, but I had to actually lift people, and that takes just physical strength. So we were not so concerned about the aesthetic, because Bubbly essentially is a feminine girl who's like a dada, so she's a bit more androgynous, like that's the quality she exuberates, but she's actually this really sweet, gullible, like she's like a goofball basically. So yeah, I think I worked on these skills. And then I had beatboxing. I didn't even know what beatboxing was before I got onto this film. I thought, sir one morning called me up and said, आपको beatboxing भी सीखना पड़ेगा. And I'm like, कभी boxing की तो film है नहीं, ये तो bouncer room है. Like नहीं वो वाला boxing नहीं, beatboxing. It's like the kind of sounds you make with your musical sounds that you make through your mouth. That was an amazing skill that I got to learn. So yeah, a bunch of things. So I spent about 2 months getting around these skills.
Wonderful. Madhur, what do you say about Tamannaah and about Bubbly? Are you happy with the response?
Huge. I think I'm overwhelmed by the response, and for Tamannaah, definitely it's just a beginning. This new era for her is completely different from what previous film she has done. And as an actress, I feel she has a lot of potential. While shooting also I've seen, and I'm sure she'll choose the right script in future, and she'll do more performance-oriented film, because I think today Tamannaah, after being so many years in the industry in South and Hindi cinema, this movie has given her recognition as a actress, a complete actress,
yeah.
Where she can dance, she can do fight, and she can perform, she can do comedy and emotion scene. So that's completely her showcasing of showreel. Is her
dance
talent.
Also, now that you mention it, you had a dance movement which was more like Khade mein, no?
Yeah. And Dharamji style.
Dharamji style.
Dharamji
exactly.
style.
Also, it would be really funny to see a really tomboyish girl all of a sudden break into like a very like Madhuri Dixit kind of dance. So,
Yeah.
we didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think even the dance bits needed to be in character.
In character.
Can't just. But I love that about Madhur Sir's films. Like I was a little concerned about how music fits in OTT films. Sometimes I find it very weird to watch songs in OTT movies. Like it's not the same as a movie theater. So I was concerned actually. But when he made me hear all the songs, I felt like the songs actually added a nicer flavor to the film. There's a song called Sajan Lena. Sajan. It's called Sajan Lena. Yeah, sorry, my names are a little not too good. But yeah, like when we shot the song, we were shooting this on Fashion.
Fashion Ka Jalwa.
Fashion Ka Jalwa, we shot the entire song on, and then he put this amazing track. And
we shot
You
that song.
shot the song with
I'll tell you what. I'll
There's a
just share
story
the trivia.
behind it.
Please tell
I
us.
should
Share
tell the
this
trivia.
experience.
It was night. We shot a scene with Abhishek Bajaj, the confrontation scene before the interval. And night we were shooting this party sequence where she's come and she's giving him the lifafa and all this thing. And there was no song in the film actually. So we just thought, just do some jig like chota mota dance kar le, but you're drinking and just enjoying. So we didn't have any song. So there was a recordist who was there. I said, ek kaam kar, fashion ke gaane ka jalwe ka remix baja de tu. And obviously for internet he downloaded it. And two cameras was there. One I put on high speed. And it was morning because my DOP is telling, sir, abhi suraj aa jayega. Jaldi karo, light ja raha hai. So it was shot between 4:30 and 5:30, exactly 1 hour.
Okay.
That song. So much song, Sajan Re, which is huge. Altamash has sung the song.
Right, yes.
So two cameras, and I said, because she had a signature step where she's dancing.
Yeah.
And I said, just do that jig and just piu ye tu. And all the people, I said, do random dance. There was no choreographer also.
Okay.
So, and put the camera, two cameras, and the Fashion Ka Jalwa गाना बजाया. And when we edited the song, हम लोग को बहुत अच्छा लगा. मैंने बोला यार गाना बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. Fashion का जलवे पे था वो. मैंने that I cannot put here. So then I edited in such a manner and I sent it to Tanish Bagchi, and very talented. Obviously, today he's one of the talented music director.
इससे बड़ा क्या कॉम्प्लीमेंट हो सकता है? बिकॉज एक किसी की भी पहली फिल्म अगर किसी को पसंद आती है तो नॉर्मली वो उस एक्टर के फ्रेशनेस के वजह से पसंद आती है, क्योंकि उसमें ऐसा कुछ होता है जो उन्होंने किसी और में नहीं देखा होता है, या कुछ बहुत ही इनोसेंट होता है. So I felt like if Asha ji felt that way, for me that was the biggest validation. And as an actor, that's such an important thing, right? Just to be fresh in a movie.
Absolutely. I'm going to ask one last question to both of you.
Yeah.
Do you think cinema is a soft power, and do you use it as a soft power?
Yeah.
Both of you, and you especially as a filmmaker.
Yeah, I think so. I think cinema definitely is one place where, globally, where people look into it and people do get inspired. People do get, they copy style. They love the songs. If you're happy also, you want to hear the song. If you're sad also, you want to hear a song. So they all the aspects with it. Cinema definitely, and especially in India, cinema and cricket, we always say, is the biggest religion. And we connect so much with it, and we love Hindi cinema or any cinema. Like we always want to watch good cinema, good content. So I think it's a soft power, but at the same time, it's inspire also. And cinema is going to go hugely, because I think today also when we go to the film festivals across the world, Hindi cinema or Indian cinema has been everywhere. People look for us, the kind of content we have. They love our actors dancing. They love, they think we can do romance on the road also. A lot of people feel like that, because we have this larger than life thing. So I think it's huge, and they all kind of cinema. I was happy with, in 2019, I was representing India. I went to Cannes. So it was great to interact with so many filmmakers over there, and to look into their films, their budget, how they make films. And it's always a great, any platform such as FICCI also, film festival also, it's great to interact with so many talents over there under one roof over there. So cinema definitely is one power which is huge, and it's globally, I mean to say.
Haven't you used cinema as a soft power to also elevate the status of women?
Yeah, completely. Like I said, there are a lot of people who say, why not a male model in fashion? Why not a male journalist in page 3? Why not a male man in corporate world? I definitely give them platform to all the women because I feel there are certain subjects, certain uh, issues which should be addressed by a woman. Like why not a male bubbly bouncer की जगह male क्यों नहीं हो सकता?
Exactly.
Bobby bouncer भी हो सकता था.
Yeah, correct.
लेकिन मुझे लगा कि this subject, which I think I got a good expertise over women-centric cinema, and I'm very comfortable also. And I love the point of view of a woman to show the psyche, their nuance, the kind of body language they have. Somewhere, I don't know, it's very inherent in me. A lot of people say, where do you get inspiration? It's nothing like that. It's very inborn, inherent in me. And I can know the nuance very well, how at particular things she will react on.
That's why you're called a ladies' man.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Tamannaah, what about you? Do you also think that cinema is a soft power? And would you like to use it as a soft power as an actress?
I think more than a soft power, it is a responsibility. I haven't yet been on the side where I can use it like a soft power. Yes, but my choices do help in using it that way.
Right.
To be honest, I've only had the good fortune of using it like that in the past maybe 3-4 years. Initially, I think I did a lot of commercial cinema, which meant more into an entertainment space and less into the SMS and message space that Sir talks about. But yeah, it can be used. I think from an actor standpoint, the day we make choices that are more impactful, automatically it becomes a soft
So has Bubbly
power.
kind of spoilt you? Now you will be looking for roles with a little bit, which say something?
I was spoiled long time ago.
अच्छा, you were already
कीड़ा
spoiled.
बहुत पहले से वो लग चुका था, but एक क्या होता है, एक मौका मिल जाता है और फिर इंसान कंटिन्यू करता है.
Okay, great. So congratulations to both of you. Fabulous comeback for the two of you.
Thank
You've
you so
both
much,
seen
Bhatia.
ups and downs, and it's fabulous to see you both up there.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Bhatia.
you,
Thank you
Bharti
so
ji.
much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone. Thank you.